Hello, everybody. It's been a whole damn week.
Audio. Say we just got this.
Bro, diamond hands, hold the line, huddle, hold the hurl on
JP! What is going on, friend?
I'm a rocket.
You guys ready? You guys excited to see the grades of these? Are you guys excited? I just dropped the price of Battle Styles packs down to $4. So, if you guys want another shot, they should be pretty good. It was on 18 boxes, right? And we haven't really pulled too many, well, Blastoise is one of the starters. I don't have a Blastoise. Actually, don't have any base up Blastoise currently graded. I have like 6 of them chilling at 6 of them like chilling at PSA from like my November batch. They're all like 4s and 5s. None of them. They were all like from just like collections. Remember when you can grade cards for $8? Yo, good times. Good times. $15 is what I would be charging for work. That's crazy. So, I think graded cards, whenever PSA comes back, those price increases they're just going to continue to go back up. PSA sent out like a whole memo from all of its. PSA sent out like a big menu to their people, right? Yeah, like not a menu. It was like a menu of topics, right? It was a bunch of things he was talking about. Steve Sloan, and it was like, yeah, they're catching up and they've done all this, but I'm just like, there's no way, guys. This is an interesting debate going on in the world about inflation, and if prices go up, I don't really give a fuck what the CPI data says. How about that? That's what I would tell some. I had a conversation over the last week with someone who's got like an advanced economics degree from Yale, and I'm like, ooh, and I'm like, dude, this is what I know. Price go up, money stay same. That's all I give a fuck about. You know what I mean? It's like we could get into the deep and the nitty gritty of it, but when you're in just an average person and your shit costs more, everything costs more. Depends on the rate, man. I'm really excited. I've been making money on a Dogecoin, been making money on Ethereum Classic, been making money on, obviously, been making fucking money on, cards and all that, but like any sealed product. Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. I will watch. It's just everybody. I had a conversation with people. It's like people really have to stop thinking that they're as smart as they think they are. That's really what it is. Just admit that you just don't know shit, because there's too many variables. There's too many random things. Like, yeah, supply chains are fucked, but it's like if supply chains stay fucked for like a year, prices don't just go back to where they were. It's not how that works. It's not how that works. Like, do I think that Magic Reserveless cards might like go like retread? Like we see this stuff. So I'm gonna really explain the definition of going up. People are still making money. Yeah, at an alarming rate, dude. Like there's been money being made for doing nothing at like almost an illogical, almost in like an illogical pace, And it's then the markets are going, the stocks are going down, and this. And it's like. As fun as it is, I'm looking at like Dogecoin, man. I'm just, fuck. Like there are people who are tripling their money in a week. And sure, it's a crazy market and all that, and I understand. It's like a casino. I understand, and it's world's money moving in 100 miles an hour. You know what I mean? But it's like, damn, I don't know, but it's like, just hedge, man. I tell people, man, just buy assets. Just I don't give a fuck what you buy. It's like, what should I buy? Literally anything. You can always sell it later if inflation never comes, man. Yeah, you bought 1K. I mean, there's like so many articles like that. They make for great clickbait, right? It's great clickbait. It's like, if you had bought $1,000, if you took your first stimulus check and a year ago, right, and you put it into Dogecoin, you would have $400,000. And I'd be like, but if you put your whole stimulus into Dogecoin, Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that's kind of what it is. Like, obviously, man. I think it was a better buy at 5 cents than it was at, like, a half a cent. And I'm saying that as someone who has most of his at half a cent, right? Because at least then it shows that it has some sort of length. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, damn. Yeah, of course. It's like, this is what I would say. If you wrote an article about somebody making $400,000 buying this with Dogecoin, or you find the one guy who fucking did it and posted it on Reddit, like, hey, there's 300 million people in the United States, and there's billions of people across the world. One fucking person is gonna win the lotto. You know what's funny? Every time there's a lottery that eventually is paid out, someone wins. But it's easy to write that article. Like, shut the fuck up. That's the way I look at it, right? This is from someone who's made bread on it. But I was like, it's been crazy, man. People have been hitting me up. Pompa, what should I do about Dogecoin? Should I buy Dogecoin? I'm like, dude, I don't have a fucking plan with Dogecoin. Do I look like a guy with a plan? Do I look like a guy with a fucking plan? I'm not. I don't have a plan. But you know what I do have a fucking plan on? This right here, yo. So, Hermit, what do you think this gets? The Shadowless Charizard. As you can see, it's got some play. What do you think? What do you think? And don't go look up the damn serial number on the back. I forgot to put the thing there. What do you think that this Shadowless Charizard is going to get? We'll do the Shadowless simply because the Shadowless is, you know, it's not first ed, even though this at most grades is going to be worth more than this. An 8? You think an 8 with all that edgeware? But front, really nice. What are we thinking? Sure, that's fine. That's fair. All right, you say 8. There's nothing really on the line. But it is a Shadowless Charizard. What are we thinking? All right. You ready for the reveal? Are you ready for the reveal? Final answers in. Mint 7 Charizard, which I am fucking thrilled about. So let's talk about this Charizard, right? How did I acquire this Charizard? What is the story of this Charizard, right? This particular Charizard. So, a friend of mine, who we will name Dickhead, because this dude is a dickhead. And in a good and bad way, right? Had 2 Shadowless Charizards back during Grand Prix Pittsburgh 2018. I believe it was in May, 3 years ago, right? Might have been 2019, maybe. whenever it was, right? I don't really remember the end. Battle Bond was out, or whatever set had Brightling in it, right? Whatever set had Brightling in it, that was the most recent set in Magic, right? I don't know, whatever that was. So whenever that's the date on it, right? That's the date on the Zard. He had 2 of these, not graded, obviously. And my friend told me about it, and my other friend told me about it. He said, "Yo, you want one? I'll take the other." But since I know the guy first, and he told me, I want to have my pick of them. So my friend, who is a guy with a lot of money in cards, more money than you can honestly fathom in cards, to be honest with you. He put, and he said, "I will take this one," and I said, "Oh, okay, then by default I get this one." We both got them graded. His got a 6. Feeling fucking good about it, right? I should have bet him. I should have said, "Listen, we'll both get ours graded, and mine will come out bigger than yours." This guy's got a lot of money in cards too. This dude knows what he's doing. Now, for this card. If you're in my Discord, you know the vibes on it, right? So let's take a look at this Venusaur right here. Tell the backstory on this Venusaur in a bit. So you guys, lots of things to talk about with this Venusaur. There's really actually a lot. Hey, what's going on, Panda? Yo, long time no see. Just revealed a 7 on this Shadowless Zard. And let's take a look at this Venusaur and see, guess some grades. What do we think we're going to get here? Take a look at the centering on it. Edgeware on the back. What do you guys think this is going to get? Hermit says 6. Okay. Rocky says 7. What do we think about this Venusaur? First edition, the OG. OG Venusaur. Try to get a better, really try to get a look at this thing's mug. 5.5. I would be very excited to take a half grade on almost any card. Those are hard to get. Rocky, you are all in on Flesh and Blood, I hear. I like when people follow their hearts. You got Big Lightning right there. So what do we think? What do we think on first edition Venusaur? And I'll tell the story on the Venusaur in a bit. Yeah, man. You know, it's funny because I'm like bearish on Magic, right? And then I'm like, I really want to like fully foil out the cube. So I buy a fucking Phyrexian foil board. Like, really am a fucking weird person. I'm really a strange fellow. My opinion usually though when I buy cards for myself is buy the version that's gonna be the hardest to reprint it if you're gonna buy it. You know? And they reprint it yet. Will they reprint it properly? To the moon, Doge. Go. Alright, what do we think on this Venusaur, folks? Give you a chance. Real sad clown. No, of course. Magic is like you either buy reserve list at this point or cards that you want to play with. Hey, man, you took profits. 7 to 9. Okay. That would be Power Man says 6. Remember, we just revealed the 7 on the Shadowless Zard. Let's do it. It is a 5. This is a 5. So, story time with this card too, right? Yeah. No, it's got some issues. It's also not the best center card either, right? But story time with this Venusaur, right? Because we have the story about this Charizard. I have a story for almost every card that I do, right? Even if the story is simply I bought it in a collection, right? Story. Yeah, nah, it's not the best condition, but let's tell a story. Let's take you all the way back to 1999. The Backstreet Boys are booming. WWE's never been hotter. The .com boom is going. Everything's going ham, and Pokemon has taken over the fucking world. Okay? And me and my sister, all in on Pokemon. That's it. Love it. Like every other fucking kid, right? And my mom had a great relationship with me and my sister, and always liked to have interest in it. And my mom used to own a comic book store, as she would tell you, and I'll tell you. And she was figuring out how to sell and buy on eBay, right? This is back when eBay fees were like 1%, right? Fucking the Wild West, okay? When it was like PayPal had just started and all that, it was different times. And my mom said, I want to buy something to see how it works, right? So as a joke, see Dogecoin, she buys this exact copy of Venusaur. So she loved Venusaur. She likes the artwork on it. She likes how it looks, right, with its mug looking all like that, right? Yeah. No, it was a long time ago, right? This is the long ago, right? Listen, I'm 31, man. I'm past the point of, oh my god, that was a long time ago. The thing that really gets you is when you're like, hey, you guys remember the Party Rock anthem? Yeah, that song's 10 years old, right? But that's the things that make you go, wow, yeah. So my mom buys this as a joke for $40 on eBay as a joke. And she will tell you straight up, she did it as a joke. We literally kept this card in an old style penny sleeve and in a fucking New York Jets picture frame on a shelf. In a picture frame. A penny sleeve and a picture frame. A little shitty one that you could have bought when you were in junior high school at the book fair. Okay? That's where we kept this Venusaur. Okay? For a first edition Venusaur, yeah, first of all, there's this thought that people were like buying like first ed Charizards for like $30 back in the day. No, they were always like $150, right? Even back in 1999, first edition Charizards were at least the price of a box, right? That was the thing. If you pulled that card, you could get another box, right? Pretty much, right? For that one card. So, flash forward years, and I still have this friggin' card, and it was sitting right up there. Yeah, but I'm in New York, man. You know everything's more expensive over here. If it was at least $100, that shit never dipped under $100, right? That's never happened, right? And those first ed boxes, by the way, did not exist. I've never seen a first ed box until I was in my 20s, you know? But this Venusaur, technically and literally, belongs to my mother, right? This Venusaur right here, it'll be in my possession because it's probably better for the guy who deals in cardboard to, hold on to the cardboard, right? But that's the story behind this Venusaur. Now, we make jokes about diamond hands, you know, and of course, here's my diamond hand boy. Price of first ed's coming down. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about finally getting my grail, but not yet. And I say I would never sell this, right? And I mean it. And I do mean it, right? But if this shit ever hit all of the fan, right? And it came down to it, I would have to. This would be the very last item I ever sold. And probably going to be throwing this in my mom's coffin. Like, this Venusaur here might as well not be on the pop report. That's all I'm saying. This could go to $1.5 million tomorrow. And we're never moving. Because there's sentimental value to it. That is how things gain value. Because not everything is just about how much money it can make. To the remainder of the world, this is a reasonably solid PSA 5 first edition Venusaur worth approximately $700. To me, this is a priceless artifact that will never, ever, ever be sold. And that's that, man. So, I got diamond hands with, like, this Charizard here. But I could foresee a future where I want to reinvest into something else. I say, you know what? I paid $200. Oh, by the way, I paid $200 for this Charizard back in 2018. This is worth about 2 racks now. Pretty good. Yeah. 100%. Always look at the available amount when you're looking at buying a card as well. Like, you know, if you're looking into buying something for your collection, be like, how many are actually on the market? You know, that counts, man. That's very important. How many of them are actually on the market is super crucial. I'm dying, man. Who knows what he's gonna do? Rudy's not that old. Rudy is not that old. You know what I mean? Rudy's like 34. Yeah, like, guys, it's all about consistency, man. The only difference between me and Rudy is Rudy started earlier. Only difference. And the earlier you start, the better. Right? And just build it slowly, 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 slowly. Grow, grow, grow. Don't sell shit with upside. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I have, like, a will. All of my stuff is willed to my niece and nephew. Every single thing I own is willed off to my niece and nephew. Not my sister, but to my niece and nephew when they turn 18. That is everything. You know why I have a will? Because when you have this much shit, you know, JP, I'm willing you knowledge. That's what I'm hoping to will you. I'm hoping to will you the ability to... I'm trying to teach you how to fish. Yeah. Well, my will is just that... Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I get hit by a car tomorrow. So I get hit by a car tomorrow, and then what? All this shit is everywhere. Good evening, Thasgar. Thasgar, we revealed the grades. A PSA 7 Shadowless Charizard purchased for $200 in 2018 or 19. Can't really remember. And a PSA 5 family heirloom for this Venusaur. Listen, I like to think I'm an alright guy. I like to think. You know what cards have seen some crazy returns, man? Crap, like Scorched Ruins returns card. Mana Whale. These are the cards that I was like a few years ago, before I was making content, before I was making videos, talking about investing. Like, I would have like if someone were to say, listen, it's not financial advice, but what cards are you buying, right? What cards are you looking to buy, right? Yeah, listen, I'm very happy to have that. It's funny, by the way, one of my most valuable cards now is that Dark Magician Girl. I'm watching them go for like 3,400, 3,500 on the groups. Still can't get a fucking Dark Magician Girl rare, man. No one's moving it. Then again, I'm also buying so much crypto. Guys, right now, it's fuck a bull market, fuck a bear market. This is ape market, okay? Ape market, apes together, fucking strong, okay? And I'm sitting here like, yo, people, like if I had 100,000, I watch like these videos sometimes, real quick. Like real quick, oh, this is weird. Yanji cracked me a rainbow. Melanie from Simple Lens, the regular version, is going for more than eBay than that. Rainbow, you know, a lot of people don't like rainbow. A lot of people don't like rainbow. Right? Because they feel as it obstructs the view. I think they're smoking crack. But people are allowed to like it. Like, I watch like these things with like, how can you spend $1 million? I'll be like, I could spend $1 million in 5 seconds. In 5 seconds. Straight up. If you give me $1 million to invest right now, I will buy eBay out of every single PSA 10 Yu-Gi-Oh card from the original stuff. Like, straight up. They're gone. I annihilate the market. I annihilate it. Like, I come in there, DDS, Blue Eyes, gone. Exodia's, gone. Blue Eyes, gone. I'm putting 300K straight into it. 500K cryptocurrency. Boom. Straight up. 200K into a fucking property somewhere that I could do that. And then, boom. I feel like, oh, I can't. How do you spend $1 million? I'm like, I could legitimately spend $10 billion in like 15 minutes. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, if I were to have a windfall, right? Say that instead I just went fucking crazy and I actually put like 15K in the dough and all of a sudden I had $1 million. I'm telling you right now, there would not be a Mox on the market for under 10K. Without question. There would not be a Moxin on the market. They would all be gone. They would all be gone. Every Mox, Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond, Pearl, and Jet would be off the table. Like, yep, this guy's got him. I would do what's going on in real estate right now. I'd pay above market. I don't give a shit. Because to me, if you got the money, a $4,000 Mox, way too fucking cheap right now. You're bad. What's going on? We are vibing right now. Reveal the grades of these. But what I was talking about, well, Lotus is always good. Lotus is always good. But I think Moxin are like just so good. I mean, they're all good. They're all good. All 9 pieces of power. Yeah, it's just, but to me, I'm like, Time Walk and the Moxin would be gone. They would not exist. So I see that shit. But like, I'm talking about a while ago, like before I was making content, people would ask me, what would I buy, right? You want to buy some hard drives? What do you like? What are you sitting on a bunch of hard drives? Oh, by the way, congratulations on the Ethereum. I know you mind. Congratulations on your bags getting heavy. I recommend the shoulder shrugs, and I recommend doing like bent over rows. That way you can get a stronger back to carry these bags. Everything's going up in price, but don't worry. There's no inflation, guys. Doesn't exist. Things are more expensive, but there's no inflation. But I was telling people for mad long, cards like Scorched Ruins, cards like Deranged Hermit, right? Like this one right here. Do I think? I can't make a prediction on Doge. Doge doesn't have a mind. It's like trying to predict where a headless snake will go. It's just how excited are people about it today. You know what I mean? I'm in on it such an irrelevant amount of money. I don't know. Would I buy Doge at 65 cents? I legitimately would be like, if you were going to go play the New York lottery, I would just say go buy Doge instead. Let me tell you something about Doge, right? I'm going to make the case for Dogecoin right now. On the internet, right? This is on YouTube too. But I'm going to make the case for Doge on top of, just as far as this hype goes, right? Give me 3 differences between Doge and dollars. About their utility. About how they're used. And you could say, oh, Litecoin is fucking better, right? Because it's Litecoin, you know, it's the purpose. But Litecoin's kind of boring. You know what I mean? People enjoy Doge. It's fun. You know what I mean? So, but you can use it to buy something. If you were to tell me right now, listen, Pompa, I want to buy this War of the Spark pack off of you right now, and I'm going to transfer you Dogecoin, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. I'll take it. Yeah, physical versus digital, government versus non-government, new versus old. But are any of those reasons? Those are just reasons about it in the abstract. I'm asking, what are the differences in it in its use? When you're talking about, I want to buy this CS1 off of you. It costs $1. I say, give me $1. You hand me $1. I hand you this CS1. You get the fuck away from me. That's the beginning, the middle, and the end of it. It's the beginning, the middle, and the end of it. Okay? Or you could say, Pompa, I want this CS1, but I want to give you, no, not yet. Rudy only accepts cryptos that are on Coinbase Pro. He says, Pompa, I want this, and I say, okay, but I want to give you 2 Dogecoin for it, which is equivalent to $1.30. Say I charge $1.30, right? Whatever. Okay, you transfer the Doge to my wallet. I take this, and that's it. There's very little fees on Doge. Like, no fees. Right? So, what is the difference between you PayPaling me the money and sending me Dogecoin? Real talk. Right? And I understand. Government, years of faith, and all that shit, right? Got it. Every time Star Man's boss, I will accept flesh and blood for a or USD or Bitcoin. Yeah. Bitcoin's a little different because Bitcoin has high transaction fees, right? Bitcoin has slow transaction fees. Takes a while to confirm it. It's not the greatest as far as day-to-day transactions, right? Like I want to go to McDonald's and I want to buy, I want to get a McHeart attack with fries, We've all had it. And you could just transfer the Doge. And you could just scan your app into it, and then it's protected with like 1 coin to $1, 10 cents equals $3, and that's just a day. That's the problem. If you could build an infrastructure that keeps it tied to the dollar, it would blow up. Yeah, so like Tether, USDC, right? If you have something like that that's tied to the dollar value, sure. Yeah, but there's no cap supply with dollars either. We know that fully, Rocky, right? It's not necessarily infinite. Every year, 5 billion Doge. Exactly 5 billion Doge will be minted. No more, no less. Exactly 5 billion. Until the end of time. Do you know how long it will take? No. Dollars haven't been based on the gold standard, Rocky, since 1971. That's why they don't say gold or silver certificate on them anymore. Our dollars are based entirely on the faith of our government. That's what fiat stands for. Politicians, a select group of old fucks, a select group of old people that we didn't necessarily vote for, just say there's this many dollars and you fucking deal with it or you don't. And that's very dangerous. It's almost a little fascistic. Okay, it's a little fascistic. Yeah, I have some silver certificates as well back there. I collect silver certificate dollars and I collect $2 bills. I love the $2 bill. For some reason, I just find it to be the coolest thing ever. I don't have a wallet. I have to prove it. I have a mushroom. Based on GDP. Yeah, but what? That's such an arbitrary fucking number. That's such an arbitrary number. The GDP. We know what it's based on. But we know that Doge is based on 5 billion a year. And it's a global currency. So I'm not telling you to buy or sell Dogecoin. I'm not. Right? I'm not telling you what to do with your money. And it's a fucking meme.
I'm not a financial advisor, but here's a bunch of financial advice.
We understand that people are going to take it how they want, right? I'm sitting here talking about money. People are going to use this as quote unquote whatever. You just say that. It is limitless as long as there's still time. The United States dollar, they can literally say right now we print 10 quadrillion and beep, and it exists. That's all they have to do. Boop. At any time, they can just make it happen. Doge is set in stone. Once it was programmed, that was it. 5 billion per year, which makes it an inflationary currency, but compared to other currencies, it's actually deflationary. It's not deflationary in the same sense as gold or as Bitcoin or, Black Lotus, right? But it is deflationary if you compare it to the currencies of the world that are just fucking printed to everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sitting here trying to tell you guys like what to do. I'm only making the case with Doge that it has more function than you think. The Oakland A's sold tickets in Doge, right? It's up to the person whether they want to accept it, about whether they want to take on the risk. But if you are shorting the US dollar, which a lot of people are doing right now, which is just literally buying anything, right? There are people right now who are taking out credit cards and buying literally anything because they think we're about to see crazy amounts of inflation, okay? But that's your own personal risk and choice. You have the choice to do that or not, okay? You know what I mean? Some people think they're smarter than other people. Some people are, some people aren't. But I'm just saying is that Dogecoin, while it may have started as a joke, has a lot more use than people are willing to give it credit for. All I'm saying. You guys wanted to buy product off me. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Like, I read the CPI data, and it honestly feels like I'm reading a book of the Twilight Zone. Like, are we living on the same planet? Like, supply chains is a great excuse. That's what I'll say. A phenomenal excuse. I understand they're fucked right now. I got friends who work in the nitty and the gritty of supply chain. I don't know if they're fucked to that level. Yeah, most things end up in the middle. That's fine. I don't think we're gonna see runaway hyperinflation. Yo, nah, let's not talk about it. I've been trying, man. Yo, Akeem trying to get back in there, man. That inflating me is absolutely the facts. That is the absolute facts. Yo, y'all trying to crack some packs or what? What's good? Listen, I'm not gonna say you need to get into crypto, but I like being diverse, man. You know what actually my main goal is right now? Is to actually, change my diversification pie away from cards. No, I'm not selling anything, but new money. I'm having a better time putting into, more other things, like cryptocurrencies. I bought some stock. Really, I'm not too interested in the stock market, mostly because I feel like you're relying on other people. Whereas, when you're buying crypto, you're kind of relying on everyone, Where it's like, are you going to really put your faith in one company? But I understand why people do it, and I have some stock as well. But I just buy. My main thought is, can I see this company still existing in 25 years? Because once I buy something, I hold it. I'm a fucking squirrel. You know what I mean? It's I don't want to sell this, ever. I want to have this, I want to look at this and then I want to die of being 98. You know what I mean? I want to be I remember this Charizard card. Back when Twitch existed, before we were just all on the fucking data grid. You know what I mean? Where I could just teleport to Thasgar's house. Poof. Technically, this is the way. You're a shotgun? I would like to diversify into some firearms too, but what is I'm a shotgun, man? Service unavailable. My website down? My website down. That'd be fun. Then we could just sit and talk. I guess it's really a one-way thing, man. Oh yeah, so this person that I know is starting up a podcast, this guy Morgan, and he asked me for like some stories about like cards. So I hate telling people my victory stories. I know that sounds weird, right? But I find it very boring to be like, so I bought this and it went up. Look how great I am. It's like, okay. All right, guy. You know what I mean? But I told the story of, so it's 2019 and Modern Horizons had just come out. I had $5,000. Yo, I saw that. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm actually going to talk about that in detail in a minute, right? But just finishing up this story. So I had a choice. I could either buy 100 copies of each Modern Horizon land or 20 copies of Gaia's Cradle, right? Now, obviously there were other choices, but in my mind at the time, right? In my mind, I said, these were the two things I was going to do. It was either going to be 20 Gaia's Cradles or 100 of each Modern Horizon land. And I went with the Modern Horizon lands. Fucking rip. You're like, oh, they're going up now. I'm like, the cat's so far out of the bag with that. Like, they've been dead money for like 2 years. Just dead. And I was upside down on them like nearly immediately. Like I had my nurturing feelings in the clothes. You know what I mean? I was like, oh boy. In for the long run on that. Still got him, but and now they might start going up some more. But it's like, yeah, they're dead. They're just, it's doomed. Yeah, you know. I'll listen. So I have gold, silver, stocks, coin. I own a small business, 5 stores, and a limo service, and do Uber. And you know about my steel card collection? Yeah, man. I would probably add real estate to that. I'm assuming you either have real estate or you're looking into it. But real estate right now is kind of... My original target to buy a house was like July of 2022. And I'm looking at this real estate market like... I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot fucking pole. I'm not going to buy something that's going to be financially detrimental to me simply because I want it. I don't do emotional decisions anymore. I'm too old. You know what I mean? Like purely emotional. But I mean, I don't make like a bad financial decision based off of my emotions. That's what I mean. It doesn't make any sense. It's very counterproductive. Okay? Very counterproductive. So the card sorting machine. Yo, Thasgard, thank you for bringing it up. So for those of you guys who haven't seen it, there's this company that's starting up, has this machine that supposedly, with 99.9% accuracy, can sort up to 1,000 or so cards per time you put it in, right? Now, Thasgard, let me ask you a question. What like metrics can they use to sort it? Because I just saw the video while I was working, right? But what metrics like can you use? Like how does it sort the cards? Like in what way? Because their website didn't have that type of information. Yeah, the real estate market right now it's absurd. Like people are getting like offers on their house like 40 to 50% above asking. Yeah, but so let's talk about it. Let's talk about that, right? We have a stack of bulk, right? If you saw mana cost, if there's a way to program it for like dollar cost, right? That way you could tie it to I'm not working in music at the moment, but I can still produce music. Is there a but I don't ever like take less than my worth for the project. At the moment, I'm not doing anything music related. Although I want to start up again. If it could sort, but let me explain this, right? If it can sort, because TCG Player's API is public, right? That's how you have websites like MTG Goldfish, obviously, right? I know, I understand it's meant for bulk, right? But if it can even at a 60% accurate clip sort by TCG player pricing, like $1 card, $2 card, $5 card, 10. Yeah. I understand that part, right? That will change the landscape of card games forever. That will legitimately change. Bulk will become gold. Bulk is already the cash version of trading cards, right? Like, a bulk rare Magic card is the equivalent to 7 cents or 8 cents, whatever the going rate is, right? Bulk is the S&P 500. Bulk is the gold, legitimately the gold of card games. A Yu-Gi-Oh card is a 15th of a penny every time. Or, yeah. Right? Is a 15th of a penny every single time. Because 15 is 1,000. If my math is wrong, I'm sorry. I'm fucking shot. Right? I'm just fucking. Right? But if you can sort it fast enough that you buy a 5-row, because right now what you have to do is you have to sit and pick it. And honestly, the amount of bulk I've picked up that's shit, that it's already been picked or there's nothing good in it, makes it not worth it a lot of the time to buy bulk, right? To pick and profit, right? If you have a fucking machine that can sort bulk and pull all the $2 and up cards out in 10 seconds, that is so game-changing, you have to know. Like, that is astronomically game-changing. I have worked in card stores. They pay minimum wage employees to sit and go through cards. And right now, learn this about minimum wage, right? And this is a philosophical argument, right, about minimum wage that I'm not going to get into the pros and cons of minimum wage. But if you own a local game store, it doesn't even need to be that much better, Thasgar. It really doesn't need to be that much better. If you pay someone $15 an hour to sort bulk, most of the time you're legitimately donating money. Like, to have someone do that. It's not worth it to pay an employee $15 an hour to sort bulk. It's not. It's one of the reasons why I've never had an employee for anything, any of my operations, you know? And I don't pay my friends like garbage. Like, if I were to buy, what I used to do when I was on the come up was I would buy like a bunch of 5Ks of bulk, right? Not from Star City because they have pros picking it. But I would just go to random stores and I would pick their bulk, right? And then doing Dojo, right? I'll explain what I did in a second. And I would use either Delver Lens or I would use like Delver Lens or whatever, or the TCG Player app, and I would scan it. What you pay for the job is not what you're worth, because I know if it's worth $3 an hour. Oh, I know some people are worth less than that, dude. Trust me. Those fucking bums. I know people with a lot of money who are going to test it, right? And if it's good, it's going to be in demand, and then it's going to be easy to rent out, right? But I would buy like 5Ks of bulk from stores, and I would just literally sit with Delver Lens. My phone would be on 2 like backpack boxes, and I would scan literally the entire box, right? Hermit, I would hope you're worth more than $3 an hour, right? But I would scan literally the entire fucking box. Beep, 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 beep. Then I would upload the CSV to Card Kingdom because they allow your CSV. You could upload a CSV, right? And then it would pull all the cards they were buying at a buy list for over 25 cents or more. And then I would have to sort the cards, right? So then I sort the cards. That way I can pull them out and order them in the correct way. This entire process often would take me a week because it's 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 cards. And, you know, it's one thing. You're sitting there and you're grinding and grinding. And you would work and you would buy the bulk, 5,000 bulk rares at 7 cents. So like $400 or so for the bulk. And then you would sell 300, 400, 500 cards out of the bulk. And you would make about usually $800, $900. Oftentimes there would also be reserveless cards in there. And I would just keep those, right? So I would make like $450. And then I would take the rest of the bulk and I would sell it to Star City Games for credit, right? That's pretty much rinse and repeat, right, with that. I just said that took a fucking week, right? Like, think about what I just said. That took a week. If there was a machine that could sort that bulk for me, you cut that time, everything that I did, in like 20, in like a 20th. It is absolutely insane what that invention can do for the entire game, because I'm not the only person who'd be doing that. So bulk in the short term would be worth so much. Let's say they're telling me, like, I'm like, it sounds like what's going on, F-Zero? Won't it just flood the market? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely would drive prices down, because all of a sudden there would be a bigger supply of better cards hitting the market. I'm okay with that. But bulk in the short term, and just bulk in general, would be... That machine would pay for itself in 15 seconds. I'm not even kidding. If it's good. If that machine was good, it would drive... It would legitimately... It would become so game-changing you can't even fathom it. Certain games, but long-term would make you talk about thinking of the past. Yeah. That buying bulk and just giving your time. That's what it is. It's like, I didn't have a job at the time. Right? Like, I was broke. I'm gonna need someone to guinea pig it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Press X to doubt. X. That's all I'm saying. I doubt it works the way people are acting like it will. So my plan with Dogecoin. Yeah, I'm skeptical too. I'm also skeptical of it not like shredding your cards in half after using it like twice. You know what I mean? But then again, you're dealing with bulk. Yeah, it is. You're dealing with bulk. So like, yo, straight up, Hermit, it really does look like it was built with connects. But you know something? Can I just make one point about free markets and shit? Let me make a quick point. Someone's came up with the idea and put it out there. And there's obvious demand. That demand can be added. Like, that means that better companies, if they see a product will sell, they'll make it better. I don't have the skills to do it, but I'm not the only person on earth. We have some packs. The pack extravaganza continues, man. We'll see how long I keep that up. There's going to be a point where I just keep the rest of the packs. Probably when Chilling Reign comes out, I'm probably going to take the pack extravaganza down and just vault all these packs. It's the soft... Yo, that's a... You make good points. You guys ready for blockchain-backed software for sorting bulk? Seems a little crazy. Look at it, man. A question. There we go. How many times? How is my witch UT? Undertaker. Oh, it's going up because Ethereum's going up. Question, Mr. You're Bad. How many times would you like me to randomize this list? You have 2 packs. So give me 2 different numbers below 5. Have you seen the Buffalo coin? Yo, I love crypto comedy, man. Because we all know it's kind of jokes. How many times should I randomize this list, friend? All right. So we're going to do it. All right, 1 time. Invasion? And we'll do it. And 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Vision. So Visions pack. Holy shit. Okay. Visions is good. Visions is very good. You definitely hit big with Visions. Let's see how much you just got. Reserveless cards in Visions. A pack of Visions is $80. A Farfetch'd and a Black Mox. So the reserveless cards you could pull here are Anvil of Bogarden, City of Solitude, Squandered Resources, Undiscovered Paradise, Necromancy, of course, Vampiric Tutor and Enlightened Tutor. So we're going to start with the Invasions pack. Nice pull, man. Let's go. Cards in Invasion too. Oh, is there familiars in this? Like the foil familiars are like $100 or so. Sunscape Apprentice, Geothermal Cave, the sack lands for like the old Pauper Storm deck, Vidalian Serpent, Llanowar Elite. It's either a 1 mana 1/1 trample or a 9 mana 6/6 trample. Soul Burn, Razorfoot Griffin. Yo, these cards smell like $40 first dead Venusaurs. This set came out in the year 2000. Baron's Unmaking, Llanowar Vanguard, Bog Initiate, Armadillo Cloak original print, Repulse, Metathran Transport, the original vehicle. Hey, a Sterling. Oh, how much Sterling Grove is worth? For a while. $10 card. Of course, Phyrexian alters the card you want to pull. Zanam Dejin. And a Death or Glory. What? The Sterling Grove. $10 card. Now, can we pull a pack fresh reserve list card, though? Out of this $80 booster pack? Let's take a minute to, like, go over this pack here. Opening it. This. The final battle for Jamura has begun as the forces of the evil mage Kervex swarm the land. A small unit of elite warriors, guided by messages hidden in their dreams and the knowledge that if they fail, Kervex wins. No comma there. Is a mission to free their only hope. The wizard Mangara, the visions. You too can help in the liberation of Jamura. It says right there, $2.95. They did not play around making those packs back in the day. 1997, I believe, is Visions. 96. Yo, smell that old cardboard, man. Emerald Charm. Vanishing. Jamuran Lion. Coercion. Tremor. Yeah, I'm a fucking scalper. Mortal Wound. Righteous Aura. Undo. OG Crip Rats. Original printing. Back when commons used to be fucking sweepers. Heath Charm. When he was a young warthog. Via Shivan Dragon. Coral Atoll. Original John Avon Sunken Ship. Brass Talon Chimera. And a Dormant Volcano. The original Karoo land. Different time it was, man. Oh yeah, and you also got definitely not bringing the fire, but it's still a pack of visions, man. From way back. Yeah, it's like you don't get to see that too often. And of course you pull a gold rare out of Guardians. Hello, right there. It is certainly a different game now. pretty looking. 100 feet? Grass. Take a look. What are you guys' thoughts on Yeah, I haven't. I'll be honest with you. I haven't touched the sealed product. And I bought I have an extra box of Times Flower Remastered, and I'm like, okay. Hey, $27. Not bad. Listen, I would say this: vote with your dollar, friends. Vote with your dollar. If you're not happy with the way the game is going, blindly throw money into it because your friends are. There's a lot of New York right now. You could New York's pretty much open. Like, I could have went to play Modern tonight. I would rather hang with you guys. I'd much rather hang with you guys. You definitely keep all the magic. You feel kind of angry, honestly. Why do you feel angry? Are you angry with how WotC is handling this situation? Got 8 boxes of Monarch, kind of jazzed. I'm kind of jazzed that you're jazzed. You feel priced out in which way? In which way do you feel priced out? You steal product or singles? Yeah, I mean, the original Modern Horizon was red. I have issues with sets costing more money. Like, I don't, like... I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. When it costs more. It's like... WotC knows that their whales are just going to keep putting their money in. You know, they keep milking the same people. And that's where they kind of lost me, you know. Yeah, that makes sense, though. My thoughts with Modern Horizons is, like, honestly, just don't partake in the shit show. It's going to be super nice. Every Magic cards are not getting uglier. Like, let's not act like that's the case. Magic cards are not getting uglier. Let me actually... What's going on, Tiff? Well, for what? To open or to hold? Yeah, I still have a bunch of VIPs. Dead money. The deadest money I've ever had in my life. Just had boxes. Guys, make sure that if you guys do sales and trades, there's a part of the Discord that is DST feedback. I don't think you need to sell out everything, Rocky. I don't think that's the case. Because I believe that Magic players never die, they just gain phasing. And I wouldn't say you need to sell everything out. I just think going forward, you don't have to... VIP sold like gangbusters for the while. And by the way, it's a good open at this point. It's actually very high EV to open VIP Masters packs right now at $80. But I would just say, Rocky, like, I'm not selling my other... Like, I'm not selling all my other stuff in Magic right now. I'm not to buy other stuff. I'm just keeping what I have. And then I'm moving my new money into something else. I'm not buying... I have no Strixhaven. I have one collector's box of all time that I only got for, you know, just because it didn't sell on the channel. You know, I have a set booster box and a all-time collector's box of that. I have a bunch of Theros, but I don't have any Commander Legends. I don't have any of that. Mostly... That probably. Rocky, my thoughts on Flesh and Blood is this. I'm only interested in picking up first ed boxes, but this is the number one thing I'm interested in about Rocky. I need to see an event that people get on airplanes to play Flesh and Blood. Right? I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bubble. I think the people who say that are bubbleheads. But I think that Flesh and Blood is... I just want to see people playing the game. That's all. Because right now, it really comes across as big money MTG guys passing product back and forth and raising the price each time. And that personally scares me. And I understand the risk I'm taking by not buying it. I understand it. Right. Because if I had bought, you know, Welcome to Wraith, or if I had bought some of these other products instead of buying fucking VIP and all this other stuff, I would have been up an amount that would have allowed me to play Flesh and Blood for free for the remainder of the time that game exists. Okay? I understand that. But these are the things games need to me. They need a growing player base. It can never be staying the same. The player base has to always be growing. And it needs buy lists. Because buy list means that the cards have liquidity. Where if you need to sell out of the game at any time, you can get out. That is a part of the selling point of trading card games. Okay, it's part of the selling point to it because there's a lot of fun hobbies out there, man. You can do a lot of fun shit that is not going to... that you just burn your money. But part of the selling points of trading card games will always be the fact that you can sell out. So I need to see bulk pricing. I need to see stores buying bulk. I need to see stores buying singles. And I need to see tournaments that a lot of people are going to. Right? That's what I need to see. And more than one. Because I know the first one's going to be packed and everyone's going to be like, oh my god, look, Flesh and Blood had 1,000 people in their tournament. Or 2,000 people in their tournament. The first one. Everyone's hyped. What about it 6 months from now? You know? And this is the thing. I have finite money. And I have finite attention. Like, Rudy put out a video today that he called it perspective. And I commented with an alternative perspective. Where he's like, oh, War of the Spark. It's up to 140 a box. Right? Everyone was like, oh, it was printed to oblivion. And I'm sitting here going, I don't want to be a jackass, but you could have bought literally anything else for $80 that time and made more money than what War of the Spark was went up. And it's a weird thing to say, and it's a greedy thing to say, and I understand that. Yeah, it's better than putting your money into a fucking cheeseburger. You know what I mean? But at the same time, the cum rocket, some people will call me a cum rocket. I have no idea what cum rocket is. Probably some shit coin. I don't do the cool coin trading. But I'm looking at it and going, yeah, Magic is fucking up. And that's why their products don't appreciate that fast. Right? And that's why their products just don't appreciate that quickly. Like, when did, like, well, let's just take a quick look at Water Spark, right? Let's check if I'm rich yet. Okay, not yet. Yeah, I'm sure it's some coin. I have 100 of the Pikachu coin. There's a coin literally just called Pikachu. So I was like, you know what? I have 100 of those. I paid a penny. I paid exactly 1 penny for 100 Pikachu. That's that and Omi are as far as my crazy, you know. Do you know when those are coming? Oh, let me check if there's an update on that. I was actually starting to get a little tilted about it, not gonna lie, because I have some shit about that as well. They should be like any day now, right? PSA's issue was they were not logging in cards fast enough, and that was a problem. All right, they're on the grading step as of fucking many days ago, so let me get a different one. Yeah, still on the grading step, but it is step 4, so hopefully soon. As soon as that step goes past step 4, I'll post in the Discord. The one good thing, by the way, is I think TSA has logged in all their stuff. Yeah, I can't wait either. What do we have for that? Let me take a look at what we have for that. For the February, the early sub, right? Because there's 2. One of them still hasn't like started. Like this express, like the one we did after the price change. But the early one. Let me pull this up. And then I want to check that thing before early Feb. So we have those are the Rainbow Pikachus. So we have the Rainbow Pikachus from Real Sad Clown and Stitches the Clown. We have an Evolutions. Charizard. My Grim Monolith foil. A bunch of, we have the Charizard reverse. Yes, there we go. No. What's my favorite Poly? Poliwrath. And the OG. The original. Still don't have an expedition. Sky. But yeah, let me look at Water Spark. War of the Spark. Water Spark released. Oh, sit tight. November. The one I sent out in November is still on stage. Let's take a look about it. They've been logged in. Yeah, a lot of the bulk that we sent out was logged in like last week. Oh, my favorite one right here. This is my favorite trading card that I own. This is the first Poliwrath graded I ever bought. What's up, CKO? But yeah, let's just take a look real quick, right? Water Spark came out May 3rd, 2019. Team Up came up February 1st, 2019. Boxes of Team Up are about a metric shit ton of money. Let's get the actual number, right? Yeah, they're logged in. Hopefully they're not taking new subs. They should be sped up, right? Things should start moving and grooving. Trust me, guys. I want to put more content out. It's been a bit of a drag, and I like this. I want to go over the graded deals. I love graded cards. That's what I'm all about. Let's go. Booster box. Let's send Team Up. A booster box of Team Up is $1,000. You know, with the Latios and Latios card being over $200 raw. Now, okay, I understand. Pokemon's been in a crazy bull market, right? But these things are competing. Okay? These things are competing. Magic competes with Pokemon. That's what anyone wants to think. Magic competes with Pokemon. They compete with Digimon. They compete with Flesh and Blood. They compete with Force and Will. Right? So, for this set, which is supposed to be lauded as the pinnacle of the Gatewatch saga and all that, to have went up by less than anything when Team Up is worth way more. And let's be real, it's just another Pokemon set. Good one, but it's just another Pokemon. Whereas War of the Spark was like this. They had a fucking trailer. They paid some fucking person to cover a Linkin Park song. You know how much that costs? They spent so much money on that set. 140, 150 compared to the 80. Most people paid 100. Like, you know, most people pay 100 for boxes. So it's like, that's what I'm saying when it comes to, like, perspective. Like, it's... Magic right now is not doing great. Like, in the long and the short. In the longs and the shorts. Yeah, but you gotta pay for it. You have to pay for the rights. You can't just play a song and get paid for it. Especially if you're covering a link. Yeah. Those are expensive. Those rights are expensive. Very expensive. Especially when it's a Linkin Park song. You know how much KFC paid for Sweet Home Alabama when they wanted to play it on some ads? They were paying the estate of Leonard Skinner like more than most people's yearly salary every time that ad played. It is amazing. But my point is, look how much work they put into it, and it's barely moved. Barely moved. Whereas all these other games are beating the piss out of them. No cap. They're beating them into the turf. So that's all that I'm trying to say. Right? Is that Magic, we can talk all day long until we're blue in the face about Magic's sales being through the roof. But it's a fugazi because they have 15 different product lines. Of course your fucking sales are through the roof when you're selling $200 booster boxes. Yeah. Well, first of all, Pokemon's always been the big dog. Let's get one thing straight. Pokemon has always ran this shit. Okay? And it's not particularly close. And the people who don't think it is are just, they have Stockholm Syndrome and they're lying to themselves. And I am a big lover of Magic Gathering. Okay? Love it. I still have more money in Magic than I do in Pokemon. It's just, I can't see myself putting new money in. Like, oh, are you ready for the D&D set? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about this D&D set. Am I hyped for Modern Horizons 2? No. I'm hyped for what I'm going to put in my cube. How about that? All I care about right now with Magic is this cube. That's why you might have seen I put in the buy and sell page of the Discord. I am buying some cube foils, but outside of that, I don't give a fuck. And that's sad. I want to care. But when you have set boosters and collectors boosters and draft boosters and fucking secret layers and reprints, and guys, you know what I haven't seen? You know what I have not seen on all the Facebook pages? I have not seen a single Strixhaven card being sold. What do I mean by that? It's like, what do you mean? Everyone's selling Rainstorm. Have you seen the price of Demonic Tutor? Have you seen the price of fucking, Channel? And Time Warp? Oh my god, it's $250. I'm not talking about the Mystical Archive, which is more fucking reprints. More lazy-ass reprints. I'm talking about the actual cards in the set. What's the most expensive card in Strixhaven not the Mystical Archive? It's Beladros Withermoon for $17. borderless one is 22. The regular one is 18. Okay. So after that card, Galazeth Prismari, $11. Wandering Archaic, $8. Shadrick Silverquill, $7. The set's been out for 2 fucking weeks. There's no innovation anymore in Magic. There's nothing. It's just reprint everything. Yeah, but my point isn't about the full art foil price. Sure. How much is a full art foil Beladros Witherbloom? $40? That's your chase card? $40? That's your chase? No, the cards people want to pull are the Mystical Archive cards, which are reprints. Yeah. The last card, well, they're not going to be printed reserve list? Well, what do you mean? Like more? I'm a big believer in expanding the reserve list. Oh my God, am I a big believer. Just to give some damn faith that your shit that you buy is not going to be worth nothing in a month. Especially when it comes to, like, standard cards, man. I think 3 printings. And if you're going to reprint, new art every time. New art every time. Never reuse it. Pokemon makes a Pikachu card every single... Yeah, those are going to be solid because they have the chance to pull the $700 card. But I'm just talking about the cards in the set, man. Like, I liked Call Time. I thought it was a fun set. The last card they put on the reserve list was something out of Exodus, right? Or Urza's Legacy. So shit like Memory Jar. You guys have to understand something. Right? Yeah, I remember they did a couple of random changes here or there. They took some cards off. Like, they took Clone off. They took the Monocooter. Monocooter was still reserve list. Card would be a solid $1,000. Easy $1,000 if the Monocooter was still on the reserve list. I think Soul Ring used to be on the reserve list. That would be fucking expensive. It would be banned. They would ban it in Commander if they couldn't do that. 10 years ago. Or Urza's Block was 1998. Yeah, but it's like, and they have like no chill with it. Like, they reprinted the promo art of Elvish Champion. Like, fucking why? Like, why'd you have to reprint that version? Like, why'd you have to reprint the promo Elvish Champion? So the people who spent $300 on it could just get fucked. Like, fuck them. Like, okay, you say people need Elvish Champion. Fuck them, sure. But it's like, my issue with reprints, Rock, isn't that they're reprinting cards for players. It's that they are taking away resources to make sets for reprint, and they're not innovating good, new, interesting cards. I think that on Escape was the last, like... I think Escape was like... Oh, I hate that. I hate when they reprinted the Azuz art. I hate when they reprinted the Lantax art. Hated it. Like, their Judge Falls are supposed to be special. What's the fucking point? Hate it. Guys, I'm on like the 3rd page of Strixhaven. I'm on like page like 4. And I'm already on dollar cards. And these are like extended art versions. Like, I think Escape was the last like good mechanic. Every mechanic since then has been just uninspiring. You know? Like Coria, phenomenal set. Theros, phenomenal set. The last few sets, man, it's always been like, ever since like Double Masters, man. I have a freaking... I mean, they're probably going to. But this is the thing that, like, you know, you're going to get like the Professor and you're going to get a bunch of fucks talking about, you have to reprint. I'm like, there's fucking collateral damage. Oh, yeah, I hate it. And I have them. And I have plenty of collector's boosters, man. Feeling Coria right here, right? And I have them. I have collector's packs, but it's like, I don't like them. I just... Pokemon isn't, like, making, like, specialty only packs for like more money. And they're being rewarded for it. I'm okay with singles prices being in the ground for other reasons. Like, I think Expeditions were the best way to do it. I think Expeditions were phenomenal. Battle for Zendikar was an amazing set because the game was affordable to play, but the good cards were actually cheap. And if you're going to reprint them, make them fucking hard to get. Now they just give it away. Nothing special. Like, I'm looking at like the price of some of the expos from Zendikar Rising. I mean, XY Evo was also just like very heavy. Yeah, I love Masterpieces. But what do you mean by Shiny V? And Tag Team? What do you mean by that? Like, what is that in reference to? Yeah, like, you can't count, like, the Japanese release. It's not the same thing. And they also only print it one time, really, in Japanese. I'm talking about the chase cards, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I understand, like, they've reprinted, like, Crobat. Like, okay. I'm talking about the chase cards. Or, like, the big... Well, the high class, sure. But then again, like, Champions Path packs are more expensive. But that was the set. It wasn't like you have you don't have like shiny Star V, and then you have like shiny Star V. You know what I mean? Where that's like $400 instead of $150, right? You know what I mean? It's like that is the set. The set is just more expensive. That's it, right? You get more in it, but it's just more expensive. It's not you have Ikoria set booster and then a $20 version of Ikoria pack where you get like goofy shit, you know? They made foils like what the fuck ever. And then the quality is down. Guys, so many. You can't keep up. But that's my point, right? About collector's boosters as well, is that you're gonna hear, but they're doing the best. I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna do. I think they keep that to Japan. But maybe. I keep hearing it's like, oh, but you know, how do you explain the fact that that Call Time was the best-selling set? I'm like, based on what? Because if you're gonna base it on like raw sales, when you raise your prices for packs as much as they have by basically forcing you to buy collector's packs because Call Time draft boosters are like basically non-existent, of course you made more money. It's like, guys, if I raise the price of my packs on the website 2x, right? And a few people just keep buying because you guys like me so much, like, I could say, oh, look, my sales are up even if I sell only 70% of the packs. I read an article about how to lie with statistics, right? And you see that in the news all the time. You could easily lie with stats. I could easily show you stats. My favorite is Studies Show. Like, they have to tell their shareholders the good news. But eventually, the chickens come home to roost. Eventually, the chickens come home to roost. Would you rather buy Call Time boxes? Would you rather buy a collector's box of Call Time for $240 at release? Or like like a box and 2 ETBs of Battle Styles? I don't think it's fucking close. I think it's Battle Styles. Okay, so the foil curling, they fix it and then they don't fix it. They fix it and then they don't fix it. It's all about what they do with Cardamonday. You know? But again, they don't have many, like their collector's packs, they do sell out. You know what I mean? They do sell out, but it's like, I don't think they have much reason. I gotta show you guys a card. I gotta look for it. It's crazy, because I actually opened one of my secret layers for a card from my cube. I can't find it. I'll show you this one. But I had like just pulled it out. They're hemorrhaging people to Pokemon. And Flesh and Blood. I would hold a case of them. You can get a case of them for like $350 right now, and I think that's easy. That's easy. Easy walk. I mean, honestly, right now the markets are so crazy. These things. I pulled out this constant. I opened up this. Look at this. This isn't a perfect card. This is like almost a damaged card. It's like a marked card. So I have to like try to like bend it like back into like shape. And again, it's just cube, you know what I mean? So I don't really care about like the card being marked. But like, look at this. This is such a cool art. Look at the doggo. Yeah, you get 5 of each. You get 5 red, 5 blue. They will if it causes a crease. Like if you curl up enough, it will cause a crease. Yo guys, thanks for hanging out. No cap. Miss you guys. The next stream's on Monday. Really excited about this Charizard. Really excited. Yeah, I just think Pokemon is right now. I'm getting ready for Battle Styles. Not Battle Styles, Chilling Reign. I have 10 cases locked in. Right. Packs are gonna be $4 a pack. We're gonna do the same type of release that we did for Shining Fates. There'll be a code that I give in the Discord for people to get pre-orders in, so it'll be exclusive for you guys. I will get the set. Right. Actually, just paid a quarter of my pre-sale. Yeah, Chilling Reign being as good as it is actually one of the reasons why I don't have the Japanese product. I'll be honest with you, is I don't have so much money, you know. And I'm gonna want to have a lot of Chilling Reign. We'll do an event. We're gonna find out which card that we want to pull, right? After I pull the card, whatever card it is, it may be the Moltres, it may be the Snorlax, right? I don't know. I'm gonna shave the beard and the mustache. I'm gonna shave it. Not the hair. The hair is. I'm not cutting the hair till I'm a millionaire. It's an actual thing. Until I have $1 million in assets, I'm not cutting my hair. I'm good on that chip. I'm fucking good on that chip. Yeah, when I wait, yo. So every day I play my drums for 45 minutes. Right? Every single day I play my drums for 45 minutes. It's part of my cardio. If you guys ever want a drumming stream, if ever anything you're interested in, let me know. It would be a lot of work to set up. It would be a one-off thing. Eventually, when I move into my own place, I'm going to studio where I could actually do music streams as well. But it's a little cumbersome. Like move all the camera equipment and everything down there. But I'm not doing 2 chips. I'm not doing any chip. I'm not even doing Doritos. I'm not eating any carbs. How about that? That's the reason. It's for my own health. Right? But the hair will be like I was saying I was drumming, right? And I breathed in and went like this, and I legitimately swallowed some of my fucking hair. It sucked. It's like this, like it was like straight, like I had to like pull my hair like out of my esophagus. Like that sucked very hard. But yeah, man, Chilling Reign is gonna be. I think the set looks really, really good. And I am trying to build on the side. Most Pokemon sets, I keep 1 case. I don't even have Battle Styles yet. I'm trying to get a good deal on a case of Battle Styles from like people who are like the 4th wave. I'm trying to get a case of that. I have lots of packs. People want to open. I don't really care that the set hasn't like sold that well. I think the set's great. That's all I care about. I think the set's fucking good. I'm gonna have a party right now. I'm gonna prove myself wrong. And I'm gonna open up 10 packs. And holy on that. How does open this? I'm gonna pull 10 green codes here. Prove myself wrong. I'm gonna convince myself not to invest in in battle styles, and then this is gonna go up to $1,000. 2 green codes. I'll reveal the cards after. 3 green codes. What I am doing right now is I'm weeding out all the good packs, all the bad packs. That way you guys can get your what was my what now? My hooked moment? I've played card games since as long as I could remember, dude. A lot. JP, I think PSA is going to catch up pretty well. I'm not going to lie. I'm happy with what PSA is doing. They get my thumbs up. I think it takes a lot of balls to say we're good on getting money right now. How about that? I think it takes a lot of balls. Yeah, see, like a lot of people, they like how the art pops, you know? Compared to the rainbow, where it feels like the rainbowish, like, washes out the art. Corviknight VMAX. Not bad. All these cards, unless I pull like a chase card I want, anything I get here just like goes. But to the point where they be like 4 months behind on value. Well, I mean, they're not only shut down for 3 months. They said at least July. I have faith. I think they're gonna catch up pretty well. Right now, they really got to like build their infrastructure. You know, that's what they're talking about. They want to build infrastructure. Four in a row. NXT Shadowless. They need to. Well, no, their infrastructure is like they bought that company for the scanning, so they can just scan things in. That's really big. All right, so not bad. Not bad for me right there. The moment they open doors is going to be a floodgate that's going to hit them so fast that they have to be ready. They invested in like the scanning company. Like, did you guys not see the email? Did you guys get the email from them? Let me pull it up. I'm going to post it in the Discord. I'm going to post it right now in the Discord. It went in as a text document. Like, I don't think they're gonna. I don't think it'll be 1,000. It'll be a lot more than 1,000. So I want you guys to think of something, right? Have you guys seen like some of the PSA subs are like coming back? Like the expresses are like they start with the number 6. Look at this Venusaur real quick. Right? Remember, this was a bulk. Remember, as soon as it's checked in, that's when you get the serial number, right? Look at that serial number. I just got this back. That means They have at least 10 million cards sitting there. Well, can you guys fathom what 10 million cards the rate is? 10 million. I think it'll be more than 1,000. They might do a limit, but then again, how do you do that? Like, what do? You have like a drop? Like they have like drops for like submissions? They want to start taking subs on like at 1 o'clock, and then at 1 o'clock and 6 seconds it's closed. It's not a fun customer experience. I don't think they want to give that. Thousands, JP. You got people who would, yeah. You have people sending in thousands of cards. You have people who would open up a box of sports cards and send the whole box. Honestly, I think when they do it, they're just going to accept submissions until they're like, okay, we're not taking any more again. I don't think they're going to do a certain limit. I think they're just going to take as much as they can take. Maybe they'll take 1 million cards and then stop. Oh, I think if you hate cards and you take that job, you're crazy. I love cards. Like I wholeheartedly, without question, just love. Like, I just love cards. That's it. Like, why do I do this compared to other stuff? It's like cards. I like the stock. I'm not a cat. It's just the fact. I love cards. You know, it never loses its wonder to me. I mean, that might be the deal, though. They say, oh, we'll take this many, and then they just take it. But it'll be a hidden number. I don't think they're gonna. I think that would be kept internal. You don't want to create panic. I mean, the way they could do it is just raise their price, which that is what you should expect. Guys, I'm telling you, you're going to look back at some old videos of mine being like, yo, you can grade this for $15, and you're going to be like, yeah, actually, that's true. I drove Uber this past week. I made $2,100. But I like doing this. I like streaming and talking to you guys. And not everything's about money. You know, and if people want to open packs and all that, we talk. Also, this lets me express myself. You know what I mean? I get my yeah, it's absurd. And also right now, it's a bit of an infinite money glitch for a couple of reasons. So they're not accepting new taxi and limousine commission drivers. They haven't since 2018. So I have a very, very, very exclusive license to do it, because many drivers have lost their license either to getting, too many tickets, because you can lose that license very easily. They take it very seriously, the TLC. And I have a 4.98, I think is my rating. Like, I always get like great reviews and all that when I drive. I'm a pretty decent driver, I would say, or at least other people would say. Yeah, man. It's wild. But, so you have that. You have people wanting to go out as the weather gets better, right? And you have people who are still working from places, right? And, you can't, you can't do that. You there's no shot you can do that in New York. Like, it's not Uber you care about. I don't give a fuck what Uber thinks. I care about what the TLC says. And then you have a lot of drivers who are staying home and collecting the unemployment, right? Because there's still the UI until September. And these guys also get paid a little more per kid. So they're getting like $1,000 to stay home. And they might not have liked the gig anyway. See, by the way, I actually enjoy Uber. Like, that's another thing people don't understand. Is I actually like it. So it's like playing a video game to me, right? It's like it's like playing Crazy Taxi. Except you're not crazy, But it's like you go to the place, you do the thing, you collect a coin. You go to the place, you do the thing, you collect a coin. And you never know where you're going to go. It's always a different mission. You know what I mean? So it's very fun for me. I actually greatly enjoy it. My craziest experience? Okay, so that's a great question. Yeah, we could have an Uber chat. We could talk about like great Uber stories. I have 14,000 rides, man. Yeah, it is like playing a video game. 100%. It's like playing a game. I like it. I like it a lot. So it was a night, one Saturday night, and I usually don't drive super late into Saturday night. I know that sounds weird. But things do get a little hectic. But it was like, you know, like 12:30. It wasn't super late. Super late means like 3 and 4. And this girl, I picked this girl up in like this like back street, man. And this girl is like dressed to the nines, but drunk to the 30s. Right? She is shotboxed, to say the very least. This girl is shot. Okay? But I'm like, okay. Take you where you gotta go. I'm not gonna like just leave you there. Right? But this girl was out of it. Like that level at it. Like that's how she was acting. So I'm like, okay. Get the address. You don't know where they're going until you pick them up. Get the address. 10 minutes. Okay. She sits in the back of the car. I make sure to get her name correctly. Right? I was like, you're this person, right? Yes. It's me. I'm such and such, whatever. We'll call her Brittany. I'm Brittany. And I'm like, fuck. This girl is slosh. And it's not just liquor. This is a drug. This is a psychedelic. She's on some shit, right? She gets in the car and immediately starts playing music. I'm like, good. She's cognizant enough to put music on her phone, right? Great. Drive to her location. 10-minute ride. Just there. Okay, we're here. Nothing. I like how the music stopped for this. She is laid out like this. Eyes wide open. Wide open. Like, just staring at me like this. Not responding to anything. Barely breathing. And I'm like, fuck! Because, let me tell you something. When you are a dude, let me tell you this as from one dude to other dudes and girls who may be watching. And I'll get to that in a second. The first thing I do is I turn my phone camera on, right? The very first thing I do is turn my phone camera on to protect my own ass, okay? Because I don't know what this girl's gonna think when she comes to. And I don't know what's happened to this girl before this happened. And she's not gonna. Second thing I do is I call 911 and get this girl picked up. And they basically pick her up with a fucking spatula. She's just sitting on the stretcher like barely blinking. And I'm like, dude, that is fucking. She was shotboxed. I'm like, wouldn't want to be me. And this is all that I will say about that. One, wherever this girl is, I hope she's okay. Because that's got to be terrifying. Like, on no uncertain terms, that has to be like horrifying to go through, right? Like to be in that state, because I'm sure her brain was in some way functioning. She had no control. And two, I'm hoping that this girl went out with some friends, and whoever those friends are can go fuck. There is absolutely no way that this person should have been by herself. She was straight up alone. Like, whoever this person's friends were are the worst type of people. And I'm just assuming that she had friends with her. And they just basically left her there. I'm not going to say to die, but you might as well. I'm like, yeah, dude. Yeah, man. That shit crazy. That shit was crazy. That was by far my craziest experience, right? So we're telling Uber stories, Stasgar. We're telling stories about Ubering, yeah. Yeah. No. I'm not interested in any of that. I'm trying to get the money and get the fun. Like, what I don't actually talk to my people, right? No. I don't talk to people unless they talk to me, right? That's really my strategy when I drive. Is I know a lot of people just want like a quiet ride home. That's it. They just want a quiet ride. They just want to go about their day. And if they talk to me, they talk to me. And obviously, I could fucking talk to anyone. I could talk to the wall. Literally sit here, talk to a microphone, and some text. I could talk for days. Yeah, man. I'm like, yo, like, where the fuck are your friends? Like, where are your people? I'm not gonna say they left her to die, but they left her to die. And that's like, it's fucked up. Really fucked up. So my best red zone hour? Yeah, no, I don't really get tips too much. New York's different, man. The rates are too high. The rates are just too high. You know what I mean? Like, tips are like I don't even pay attention to it anymore. When you get them, you get them. But, like, the rates that people pay for the rides in New York are insane. Oh, yeah. I don't know if she made it. She got into the ambulance. I called Uber, explained exactly what happened, sent them the video. I'm not trying to be on some list. Because it's real easy to say the Uber driver did it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. It's real easy to say the Uber driver fucking did some shit. You know? I'm not trying to be that guy. And the best boost I ever had was like the weekend before Memorial Day 2017. It was pouring raining and people were trying to get out. And there was like 15x surge. Just like some stupid number, but it was so irrelevant because like you weren't moving. I mean, I'm not worried about Uber jail, man. I'm worried about jail. You know what I mean? Like jail. I'm trying to go there. It sucks. At least from what I hear. I don't like to be told what to do at any day of the week. I don't want to be told what to do because I'm in prison. Fuck that. So that was one crazy story. I've had like very few people like scream at me, but I'm kind of like stern and like I don't like deal with like bullshit. Like if someone's like mad at me because they're late, I'm like, you should have left earlier. I'd be like, that it's not my problem that you're like late. I could not give a fuck. I said my license means way more to me than you getting to this event. I was like, you feel free to leave me 1 star. I don't give a fuck. Half the time they don't. Because I do not give a fuck. Be like, that license is worth way too much, man. Yeah, man. Yo. Oh, yeah, no. Like, he touched me. Yeah, no. Oh, that's another thing. I did not touch her at all. I opened the door. I tried to get her attention by literally, like, she was, like, this close to the door. I was, like, slamming the fucking door. Right next to her head, trying to, like, startle her awake. You know what I mean? No. But the last thing I was trying to do was have a fingerprint on this person. I didn't nudge her. I didn't fucking go like this. You know. Yeah, that's gas, man. Yo, listen, guys. This is all I'm saying. If you need money in 2021, there are so many fucking ways to pull extra money. Where, honestly, if you are sitting here going, yo, I need extra money, I don't have any money, while you're playing a video game at home, I don't feel that bad for you. Is it nasty? Kinda. Is it mean? Yeah, probably. Do I care? Not really. Because it's like, you get out what you put in this world. Yeah, I have a dash cam. But I also put my phone cam on. Multiple cameras. You'd be crazy not to have a dash cam. Like, mostly because, like, if I get hit, like, people fucking lie. Like, you get, like, insurance benefits for it, too, so it's, like, basically free to have a dash cam. Paid $700. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about my rating anymore. When you've done 13,000 rides, you're like, you just, like, if Uber has a problem with something, you're like, oh, so I've done 13,000 rides and this is the problem? Now we've made a problem? Like, that's what it is. But, like, again, the number one thing is it's mostly fun. Like I said, treat it like a video game, you know? Yeah, I keep, straight up, I keep speed limit. I take, you know how I take mad risks with money? I take no risk with money. I don't drive too cautiously, but I don't take, like, unnecessary risks. Like, I don't blow yellow lights, like, heavy. Why? I get paid more if the ride lasts longer. I don't play music at all, actually. Mostly because I don't know what people like. You know, you think everyone, and also I'm not trying to sit and listen to fucking, you know, Billie Eilish all night long. I'd blow my fucking brains out. like straight up, no cap. Like, if I had to listen to, like, pop radio, so if someone asks for music, then I usually just, like, put on, like, the top 100 station, but otherwise. And I don't know if people want to listen to fucking, you know, Sabaton all of it, you know, or whatever the fuck I'm listening to that week. Tool. I don't know what past we want. Better off just not playing. You know, that's the way I view it. Unless I gotta, like, guess. Oh, hell no. Hell no. But, yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have. Yeah. I mean, like I'm saying, just for Ubering. When I'm driving by myself, I play music. I listen to shit. Yeah. No, what I'm gonna do the next time Hermit I have Uber is I'm gonna put the Ben Shapiro show on. See how fast I get reported for being, like, a racist. That'll be the goal. That's how I'm gonna quit Uber. I'm just gonna play Ben Shapiro. Maybe a little Alex Jones. Let's just really go out. Put it in full words. Probably get thrown off Twitch for saying words. It's also because I'm, like, very. I don't really talk about politics, like, with other people like that. You know what I mean? Unless they're, like, family. Because for, like, multiple reasons. It's like, I think A, there's enough of that everywhere else that you don't need to get it from me. B, I don't know the whole story of everything. C, it's only negative energy. It's never positive energy. It's only how much we disagree with each other or how much we disagree with other people, but aggressively. It's like, yeah, well, let's just talk about masks, right? Let's just throw a thing out there, right? It's either, yeah, fuck those people who don't wear masks, or yeah, fuck those people who are wearing masks. It's like, why are we so angry? Like, why are you so mad? Like, are you just angry all the fucking time? You're just so mad. Like, you have no happiness. Like, you're just so pissed off all the time. It's like, and I hate aggressively agreeing with people. I hate it. I fucking hate it when people are just, like, aggressively agreeing with each other. Like, yeah, Joe Biden, and I'm like, oh my god, oh. Like, it's such a boring conversation, dude. Like, oh, look how right we are. What? Like, what is that? Like, no, it's a terrible conversation, man. Yeah, it was horrible during the election, JP. And yeah, man, I've had a few people that are like, yo, you put on whatever you want. So I'll be like, all right, bet. I put Tool on immediately. No, well, because everything is about the endorphin. Everything is about getting, like, that. Everything's about getting high. Getting high on your own opinion. Smelling your own farts. Or thinking that your other people's farts don't smell as good as yours. And it's just like, yo, like, that's not the energy I'm trying to put out, man. That's not what I'm about. I'm about everyone catching W's, man. That's it, just W's. Like, to me, and just, like, yelling about what other people aren't doing that you think they should be doing is not a W. It's a fucking fat, stinky L right to the teeth. And it doesn't mean that I agree or disagree with them, right, politically. Of course I have my opinion. Of course. I mean, obviously I have opinions on it. I just don't think that I need to tell everybody my shit. You know what I mean? I'd rather set an example for people for how to live. It's just like, yo, be just chill the fuck out. Like, just, yeah, oh yeah, go on the smug episode, yeah, facts. But it's like, just chill out. Even if you think you're wrong or you think you're right, just calm down. Stress just shortens your life. I'm trying to live a long fucking time, man. Like, how am I going to see gains? How am I going to see the next Pokemon Bull cycle if I fucking drop dead of a heart attack because I'm mad about what Joe Biden fucking did? And he's doing a lot of shit that I may or may not agree with, but it's not going to be something that I'm stressing. I'm going to figure out how do I prepare based off of what I think and I understand and what I'm going to do. And if anyone else doesn't want to do that because they think otherwise, good. Let me know how that works out for you. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll be right. I don't know. But I'm not going to let it be like fucking, I'm not going to be sitting here losing sleep. When my head goes on that fucking pillow, 5 minutes later, I'm gone. It's right away, immediately. That's it. I'm not like, oh my God. like politics. I'm not going to play that shit in my car. Well, because I don't want to listen to it like all day either. I give myself like an hour about it just to get the information. And I treat it, you're bad at video games. Very interesting thing. So, you guys know what a moon boy is? You know what a moon, like, just in general, in the crypto space, if you've ever been, like, looking at it all. Do you know what a moon boy is? I treat moon boys very similar to the way I treat a lot of political pundits. You know? Moon boys are the people that only talk about coins, like, oh, it's gonna go to the moon, the moon, the moon, the moon, the moon, the moon, everything's going to the moon. And I'm like, yo, everything is hype. And I'm like, yo, calm down. Relax, dude. Yeah, nah, big facts. Big facts. Like, yo, I'll worry about that shit when I'm, like, fucking got nothing else to do. That's never gonna happen. Yo, it's like, but, like, that's the way I view it with, like, politics, man. It's like, yo, everything is a fucking case. Everything is a tragedy. Everything's a fucking story. And I'm like, yo, not everything has to be fucking, like, we're all gonna panic. We're all gonna die. Bro, to the moon, bro, to the fucking moon. This rapper, to the moon. That's what it is, man. Everything is fucking, like, just, not everything is national news. But we have to keep selling the news. And that's another thing I say to people. You know what my line is right now with politics and the way I've been getting it? Just go. And then I just say, you know, you guys all just keep fighting each other. Let me know how that works out for you. And walk away. They want us fighting. They want you to fight. Because when we're angry, click, click, click. Watch that ad. Watch that ad. And I'm like, yo, I'm not going to play your game. I'm not going to play your fucking game. Because you know that anger drives sales. That's it. FOMO and anger drive sales. Yes, man. And I don't want to be conflicting with people, man. It's like, even if I don't agree with you, I'm just not going to sit here and, like, have a horrible experience. That's all it is. That's all I'm saying. It's like, yo, so in the car, there's no way I'm bringing politics into it, man. It's like, God. I've had the conversation. I had to, like, bring some people back down to earth like, recently. I said, yo, do you just wake up mad? Like, is that how you, like, wake up? Like, in the morning, you, like, get out of bed? That's you? That's your emotion? It's sleepy and then pissed? I'm like, that's it? That's everything you do is just, you're just angry all the time. It doesn't get boring. It doesn't get tiring at all. Like, you're just mad all the fucking time. Not me. I honestly can't remember the last time I was, like, really pissed or, like, really sad. It's all a big fucking joke, man. Figure out the next thing, man. I was thinking about this the other day. I always like to think about where I came from, right? And 2017, I'll be straight up with everyone. I was just $100,000 in debt. From a bad relationship and a bad car, I was $100,000 in debt. I was talking to a friend of mine that was going through some money. I've been at the bottom of the pit with some people. And I said, yo, listen, man, I had two choices at that point. I legitimately had two choices. I could figure it the fuck out, or I could have went to the Venusaur bridge and jumped off. That's it. You know? It's like, I had two choices. I was $100,000 in debt. With nothing to show for it. with nothing to show for it. Okay? Dick. If I was making amazing decisions my whole life, I would have a lot more at 31. All right? And I just said, you know what? I didn't once let it bring me down. I said, yo, we're going to treat this like it's $100,000 worth of tuition. And I grinded, and I grinded, and I busted my fucking ass. Busted my fucking ass. And I just learned and learned and learned and learned and learned. Cutting my dad's cock off and hear that being banned. I mean, it's incriminating evidence. But, so I'm chilling on that. And I'm just like, yo, I figured it out, man. And I could have been miserable and sad and like, yo, why is everyone against me? No. I just, like, figured it the fuck out. And I found ways, like, what was I doing wrong? And I stopped doing them, you know? And I just grinded and grinded and grinded until I reached a point where I could say, I'm well on the other side of zero. I don't know how far on the other side of zero. I haven't counted. But I know I'm well above zero when I was negative 100K just 4 years ago. And I said, man, there's too much life. There's too much life in me, man. To be sitting here worrying about politics. And to be worrying about negativity and like, why? Why? What the fuck? All day, every day, everything's crisis. That's why I don't fuck with Twitter. That's why I don't fuck with Twitter. It's called doom scrolling for a reason. I don't fuck with Twitter. I'm only on Facebook because like I got friends there. You know, yeah, I like Discord. You know, just know that you can just fix that overnight. A lot of people don't have that awareness, and I'm yet. Oh yeah, no, guys, it did not. I did say 4 years, right? You know, 3 years, buying bulk, flipping it, being at magic events and telling my friends, like, and telling my friends when they would go into a restaurant, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to sit in the car. I literally would sit in the car with a bottle of water and chicken sausage for $2.50 total. Think about that. Think about that for 1 second. They would go into a restaurant. It would be like fucking just whatever. Steakhouse, Texas Roadhouse. Do I want to eat that food? Of course I do. But I'd be like, yo, I got $100,000 hole. The last thing I'm trying to do is spend $35 and shit it out. So I would eat for $2, and then I would go with the rest and put it towards buying more collections and turning shit over, man, and grinding, because I was unstoppable. And that motivation, that determination, and that positive, not that I can do it, but I'm gonna do it, that's what pushed me to get to there. So I'm sitting here going, yo, I went through all that on my own personal self. Do you think I'm really trying to hear from people about like what some politician I've never met is doing to ruin my life? I was like, Joe Biden doesn't have the capability to ruin my life, and neither did Donald Trump. I'm indestructible, okay? If I went through that shit and I had to put my nose to it, be like, yo, whatever comes your way, whether it's on the news or in your own personal life, you will figure it out as long as you can draw breath. And that's it. That's what I say. As long as you realize, think ahead. Think ahead. Think ahead. Don't think in like 5-second intervals. Think ahead. Like, okay, there's $1,000 in this credit card. I don't know what the fuck I bought. Okay, I don't know any show, but I got $1,000. If you say I want to pay it off in 3 days, you're not going. And you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail me. If you say I could put $100 a month into it by working extra, by getting into a car and driving Uber, or delivering food for DoorDash, or fucking doing anything, okay? And you say, in a year, I want this credit card debt gone. You can do it. You can. And if it's $10,000, you can be like, okay, I gotta work and make an extra $150 a week, or even a month, and grind and grind. And as you do it more, you realize I can do it. I can do it. And it's like, that's why I don't believe in bailing people out. Because I put myself in. You know what's amazing? Like, student loans. Like, oh, we wanted to have them paid off. And it's like, I'm so against student loans, and I don't want anyone paying it off. I don't. Because I'm the one who signed that fucking document. Yeah, man. You know, I'm the one who signed that document. Yeah, was I ignorant when I was 17 years old? Was I trapped? Yeah, of course. But this hand signed the paper. This exact same hand. And it's the same hand that's going to pull me the fuck out. Doing so much so I don't have a uni department? DPT scary, man. What do you mean by DPT? What am I missing? Oh, debt. Yeah. No, fuck that. Like, you can have debt for, like, investments. Like, if you wanted to, like, get a mortgage and pay that. But, like, there was a post in this FIRE group, FIRE's Financial Independence, I really read. And they were talking about, like, should I buy or cash? Should I finance this $30,000 car? And I almost broke out in hives. I'm like, what the fuck are you buying a car for $30,000? And you're in a FIRE group. I was like, the E is retire early. I was like, you want to retire when you're older? Go buy a stupid ass $30,000 car. You want to fucking retire? I mean, you want to retire at 66 like every other motherfucker. You do that. You want to fucking retire? Well, here's the thing. I'll explain. I will actually give my take on student loans, like what I would do if I was in office, right? I'll explain it in a second. But I'm like, you don't buy $30,000 cars. You know what I'm saying? Like you spend $8,000 on a decent car, and you take $22,000 and you invest it. 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 That way you can always see your money. You can always see it. I don't give a fuck what you buy either. How about that? You'd be like, you know what? You take $22,000 and you buy fucking a playset of mocks. Boom, you always have those mocks in there. And every time they go up, it's like you made more money. But that car is always going down in value. And that's how you fucking win. Okay? You don't buy dumb shit you don't need. And you could say, oh, you don't need cars. Sure. Go up in value. Don't buy shit that goes down in value. Don't buy shit that goes down in value. Period. End of story. Ever, unless it's food. That's it. So about the student loans thing, right? I would say when they stop giving them out, you could cancel. That's what I would say. Because otherwise, all you're going to do is trigger something to this colleges that are going to say, oh, they're just going to cancel your debt in 20 years? We're just going to charge more. That's what happened when they federally subsidized them. Like they said, oh, the government's going to pay for it? We'll do whatever. And charge whatever. And it's tax-free to own a college. So I would say as soon as you stop federally subsidizing them, okay, go ahead and pay them off. Also, another issue with fully paying them off is this. What about the people who paid it off with like their own work? Do those people just get fucked? Just fuck those guys? And you can be like, oh, they're rich. No, not everyone. Some people work their ass to the bone to pay off the student loan. It's a real thing. You know? I'm not saying I need the money, but I'm saying those people just get screwed. Fuck them. It's a complicated issue. And I don't think it's the purpose of printing money, because apparently we could just print it. So apparently that's not the actual argument. You know? Or they don't think it's that big of a crisis. I do. Like, it's terrible. But you know what's not terrible, guys? You all. I appreciate you guys coming, hanging out. Next stream gonna be Monday. I'm gonna keep you posted on the grading updates and all that. Let's raid Umbreon. 7 heads. Send 7 over her way, alright? Everyone, thank you guys for stopping by. Much love as always. I'll catch you guys on Monday. Of course, be in Discord. Yo, Discord's been lit. Yeah, nah, yo. Canada's wild. Canada's straight wild. I don't know how you guys do it over there. All right, everyone. I'm going to catch you all. Love you all. Peace and love.